No, this one is near and dear to our hearts, obviously. It's kind of something about chicken wing culture. Buffalo wings, hot wings.
Okay.
The good stuff.
I'm down for this conversation.
I think
It's
I'm alone on
fantastic.
this.
Yeah, Tim, just stay over there in your corner.
There's a reason you're on that side
Mute
of the
yourself, Tim. You don't get to join the gloriousness that is this conversation.
table. As he's still on screen.
Do I get to stay on camera?
No.
No.
Turn yourself off.
Now, before we get into some of the versus topics of this,
Okay.
there's, I don't know,
Guess
if you want to,
house rules.
yeah. I don't know if you want to call them like the purists that believe like it's buffalo wing, bone in, with only blue cheese. If you can't eat it any other way. I
So
disagree.
you can only have buffalo sauce is what you're saying.
This is like
'Cause
coming from Buffalo, but
Okay, because I would say I
don't think that's just what I'm gave as a
okay because you described my exact order every single time.
yeah. I know this.
We know.
I know this.
We know.
So what's the?
I consider you a purist. Do you agree with that? Like, is it? Well, let's just go into the verses. Blue cheese, ranch. Those are the two main ones.
Easy ranch.
Ranch.
All the time.
I agree.
Oh, no,
I
blue
think
cheese.
blue cheese is
Blue
absolutely
cheese.
disgusting.
No,
blue
You're a freak
cheese.
in
Blue
nature.
cheese is a failure of an existence.
Ranch
Since
is
I
one of
have
the greatest
agreement on
inventions
this,
ever.
blue cheese is just mulled water.
It's sour disgustingness.
And
Ranch is
it
just lovely.
does not belong on any
You
table.
do not belong in the Midwest if you use blue cheese.
That's true.
over
That's where it's the
ranch.
biggest. Ranch is the biggest in
Yes.
the Midwest. Eastern seaboard, Buffalo. Obviously Buffalo is all blue cheese for the most part.
See, so I think I might just have to move then, and then
It's
you guys
just-
won't have a show.
It's
So-
just arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you think I'm just arrogant over it?
Yes.
I'll eat it with ranch. Like I have no issue with it, but I would much rather have blue cheese.
That's fine. I just don't like blue cheese.
Like if I had to pick one or the other to dip my wings in, I'm 100% gonna go with blue cheese. Now that being said, if ranch is the only option, it's not like I'm gonna throw a fit. It's still good.
Here's the thing though. I don't like eating wings without like a ranch or like you
Right.
said blue cheese.
yeah.
Do you guys would you
Sure.
guys eat wings on their own or do you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to
I
have stuff?
would.
Oh, yeah.
I would. I much prefer a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
And
I would-
preferably ranch.
For me, it completely depends on the sauce itself. Some sauces lend themselves better to being eaten straight, but some, that addition of ranch is just, it takes that next level, you know?
Yeah.
It adds a plus to it.
or the addition
Yeah.
of blue cheese if you're a normal
No,
person.
blue
No.
cheese sucks. It does not belong
100
in this
times
discussion.
out of 100, I would go plain wing over blue cheese because I'd never
I
dip it
agree.
in blue cheese.
I would rather have no dipping sauce than blue cheese.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It's been too long since
my
I've tried
mom.
it, so
I love
can't
my
say.
mom, but she is very wrong about her love with blue cheese.
I find it not.
I'm
It's
guessing
that
she-
far.
She really likes it.
Oh, she loves blue cheese.
See, because I like it a lot too, and actually, there's a place up in Minneapolis. Just speaking of blue cheese, you guys know the Juicy Lucy is like a really popular burger
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was called the Bluesy, where it was stuffed with blue cheese instead of like normal whatever other
man.
cheese
Poor-
there
I
is.
the
don't know
poor
that I would go
beef.
there.
It was
being
it was
wasted
really,
with blue
really
cheese
good.
flavoring.
It was so good.
No,
'Cause
thank you.
then they put buffalo sauce on it. It was like it was so good, man.
No, thank you.
I'll pass.
But
I accidentally got blue cheese on a burger once. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't get it again. That's about the only time I've ever had a pleasant experience with blue cheese.
I was asked for it off.
I didn't know it came with
But,
it, so it just kind of happened. It was one of like those Hardee's special burgers.
Yeah. So you'd rather
that
go
was good.
plain than ranch, but if you had an
Oh no,
option,
ranch, plain, blue
ranch.
cheese.
Okay, so we got 4 ranch and 1 for blue cheese. You're outnumbered by the smart people.
It's true.
Now the next.
The next is the biggest one. Bone in or bone out.
So you're talking wings or chicken
Wings.
nuggets?
This is where you want me to butt out, right, Dan?
Oh, you can offer
Oh.
up. We'll go into it a bit more. Explain yourself there, Jordan. What do you like?
Okay, so you're eating what, Dan? Just remind me. What do you call them?
Chicken wings?
Okay, wings, right?
You know,
Where-
not all of them are wings either.
What
right?
part of the wing?
Some are legs.
No, they're wings. Yeah. Have you seen a chicken wing? There's 2 parts.
Yeah.
You get the drummy and the flat
It's called a drummy, not a wing.
because it's off the wing. Have you
I know.
seen it?
I'm just trying to be stupid.
Okay, I was gonna say you cannot tell me that you're this dumb. Okay, so anyways,
Wow, Jordan.
how often have you
Wow.
called me? I'm sorry. What's
Yeah,
this right
but
here?
you actually are dumb.
Okay, whatever. But so we have
Yes.
the.
I've seen. Do you know where I work
Yes.
I've seen chicken wings.
Okay, that's fair. You work at a chicken
He
place.
makes chicken wings.
That's a fair point. So, basically, the boneless wing is over glorified popcorn chicken. You
Sure.
cannot change my mind. That's all it is. So, calling it a wing is not okay because it does not come off of the wing.
Yeah.
It's out of the breast. It's not wing.
If you're lucky.
Where else would it come out of?
Other stuff.
The other stuff.
The other
See,
stuff.
So I think
Here's
that's a
the thing.
nugget at that point.
I mean, it's probably the hot dog of a chicken.
Well, that's the nugget.
Here's the thing: you can call it
You,
something
you,
else.
you
I'm
yourself
still
are
gonna
calling
eat it.
them nuggets. You've called them saucy nugs.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's saucy nugs
Let's
and
be
trash.
real though first, and I'm not disagreeing by any means. Let's be real first though. Everyone loves chicken nuggets.
Well, I mean, yeah, we love chicken nuggets.
So if you have that, that's all you have an option. You're gonna eat it.
Well, no, of course I'd eat it, but here's the thing: they're not wings. Which, when
Sure.
they say boneless wing, it implies that it's part of the wing, and that's not the case.
Sure. I don't care if it's a wing or not. I just want the better piece of meat, which comes from the wings. It is the better piece of meat. It tastes better.
Okay.
I agree. But there's something called laziness.
Which I am guilty of.
I am also guilty of.
Sometimes you just don't want all the work. You don't want to get messy. So you're like, give me those boneless nugs.
Okay, so I understand that. If I'm on a road trip or something, and I want to eat something spicy, but I don't want to get my hands all, disgusting for the car,
Sure.
then I'll use a fork and I'll get, popcorn chicken. I cannot call it boneless wings because that's not.
We're going to get him to slip up and say it one of these times.
Just get boneless wings.
So there's a few times I will order those. Or like if I go to B-Dubs and they have, I think it's on Tuesdays or Thursdays, it's buy one, get one or whatever. On those, then, I mean, you get twice as much food for the same price, so you'd almost be stupid not to. Even if it's not as good of meat, but you still get it.
Yeah. Well, not having
But-
the bone there too gives you a little more.
Well, yeah, and
It's
that,
not as good. It's not.
it's not as good. It's a little
Toss it,
drier.
yeah.
I prefer it off
Not
the
if
bone.
you soak it in ranch.
Or blue cheese.
But we were talking about this
False.
earlier, and like at the Hillcrest when we go, like there's some that taste better boneless, like with the sauce.
There's varying levels for each.
Some taste better bone in. I feel like.
See, so okay, I will agree there. So I feel like the honey barbecue is a lot better if it's boneless.
Yeah.
So not having the bone in there, it tastes better with that because it's more like a chicken strip, right? Because I would even say chicken strips and chicken nuggets are two totally different things as well. Because the nuggets is more like ground up and then formed to the shape, whereas the strip is just a strip off the breast. So I mean that even is different there. So I mean you can't even really, I guess, call it chicken nuggets, although I still call them that as a joke. They're still saucy nugs for boneless because that's exactly what they are in a way. But no, I 100% will have to say there's no substitution for buffalo wings. Like he said, the purist, on the bone, dipping it in blue cheese.
Yep.
Like, that's the way to
That's
go.
just-
You ruined it
disgusting.
right there, man.
I don't
you
think I
ruined it.
did.
I was following
You
you
did.
so far. And
I don't
As
think
soon
I
as you said blue
did.
cheese,
You ruined
you
it.
killed it.
We're all like, yep, no.
There's, I will say there's levels of each of those. Like, you love B-Dubs, right?
Oh, yeah.
I love B-Dubs.
Yeah.
I don't like their bone-in wings there. I don't think they're that great. Maybe I've just had bad experiences, but it's been quite a few. I really like their boneless wings. I think that's might be up there in the best saucy nugs region.
Okay, that's
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Now, we have a kind of a local place called the Hillcrest that we used to go to before
Yeah.
this took the time slot.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
come on, Jordan.
I
But
wanted to do the podcast on Friday nights, and everyone else was busy,
We were.
We
Yeah.
are busy.
so
But,
I apologize.
They have really, really good bone-in wings there. I think they're fantastic at the Hillcrest, to be honest. But like Trevor was saying, there is a certain sauce there called bourbon glaze,
Oh, so
and
good.
it is much better. Don't worry about Weston.
Is Weston dying?
It's a superhero pager.
It's much better on the.
Is that the
boneless
bat
wings there.
signal?
No worries about it. Don't worry about it.
It's much better on the boneless wings there, because the sauce is, I don't know, it's kind of a weird textured sauce.
yeah.
It is, I don't know.
Like they soak
It's
them up
when
better.
when they toss it on the bone-in wings, it doesn't like get on the wings as well.
Yeah, because I think a lot of it has to do with when they put the breading on.
Yeah.
It,
doesn't-
it leaves more crevices on the boneless,
Sure.
and so the sauce can get into the little little divots.
Like
I guess
yeah, it soaks into the boneless wings a lot more, and it's way better.
I'll never forget the first time we went there, And this is one of my favorite Trevor stories. Is we were going through, it was all you could eat. So he's like, I want to try the bourbon, whatever. What's it called exactly?
Bourbon glaze.
The bourbon glaze. He goes, I want to try the bourbon glaze. And the waitress is like, okay. And then he's like, wait, come on. He's like, do you need to see my ID?
That's a good Trevor story. Right
like,
It is.
like legitimately serious. He's like, well, don't you need to see my ID because it's bourbon? She's like, no. Like, why would I?
You're lost.
Thought you wanted to know where I live. No big
secretly
deal.
undercover cop.
But
Selling to a minor.
just
I'm
like
still
that,
gonna eat them though.
they kind of differ from every place that I go to. You know,
Yeah.
there's like I said, there's levels of I don't know quality, I guess. What was I gonna say? Let's just go into like favorite sauces, I guess.
See,
Personally,
I got a thing. Is like you were saying, you always go buffalo wing or buffalo sauce, right?
Well, I'll go with other stuff, but that's like my number one.
Oh, okay.
It's buffalo.
I was gonna say, 'cause I have to
I
mix
would-
it up.
I don't think you
Sure.
can say no to a hot buffalo
Yeah.
ever. Like that's my preferred sauce. If I had to pick one, it'd be hot buffalo.
I would agree, but it has to be like a house sauce that's special. The just generic Buffalo Frank's Red Hot kind of stuff, I don't think is good.
see, and I'm not a huge fan of that either.
Like
I will agree.
Like Hillcrest has a really nice hot,
their
house buffalo
their
sauce.
buffalo sauce
It's
is
fantastic.
incredible. I love that stuff.
It's
Absolutely.
very, very good.
Absolutely. Otherwise, like when we go to B Dubs or something for all you can eat night over there, the mango habanero, that's always a good one. I love that. I did try their Carolina Reaper, the new one, which is supposed to be like way hotter than Blazing, which it was, and it brought back flashbacks to just a terrible cupcake video that we made.
I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was a great time.
I thought they were muffins.
They were definitely cupcakes. But
They're
that's,
They're
muffins.
muffins.
shut up. That's a different conversation completely.
If you watch that video on YouTube and look at the comments, it definitely says muffins.
It's muffins.
Okay, well, you guys are wrong, but that can be a different conversation
Well,
someday.
we've
That
already
could be
established that you are dumb, so why are you trying to act like you're smart here all of a sudden?
That's true.
Why do I even bother showing up?
Because it's your house.
It's true.
You're already
I'll just
here.
go sit on the couch.
Yeah,
I'll
I've been nice so far.
You have been. You've been my only friend.
Give him time.
Trevor,
He just
Trevor
hasn't-
can get
'Cause if
feisty.
I'm-
Settled in yet.
If I'm mean my first time, then I won't get to come back. So I gotta.
Well, it's
We'll
like,
invite you. We'll
We'll
veto
invite
Jordan.
you.
Yeah.
that's like Nick's first time last week when he was like nothing but nice, and right at the end of the show, I just ripped one. Like I was so mean because he was like, he says like, yeah, we could play soccer with Jordan's head, and then Nick's like, I'll be the goalie, and I was like, well, that's just because you take up the most space in the net. Like just like he was nice the entire time. I was just like I'm sorry,
Wow.
Nick. I love you, Nick. I'm so sorry.
And yet he's not here. Way to go, Jordan.
We had Trevor planned for this one. I think Nick's
This
gonna
is
be
true.
Nick's either next week or the week after again,
yeah,
right?
if he can recover from his crying.
Maybe.
Back,
May never happen.
back to favorite wings though. I would say mine is definitely bourbon glaze from the
Okay.
Hillcrest.
It is
I
very
wasn't
good.
a fan of that.
Yeah.
It was really good.
There was a slight not aftertaste.
Did you
but
try it boneless?
I did, yeah, because I had one of yours off your plate.
Okay.
And it was a slight, not aftertaste, but I guess it's almost like a subtle undertaste, if that makes sense. Like there was something in the sauce itself that I don't know.
Bourbon?
An aroma.
There was something in the, I don't know, it's hard to explain, dude. There was just something with the sauce that was like, it was an underlying tone.
Now, do they have like a maple flavor, or is that the one that kind of tastes breakfasty?
I think it's a dry rub.
It's a dry rub.
Well, there's a maple
That was a-
dry rub. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
When did they add that?
Well, they've
It's
had that
relatively new, but it's been around for a
about
while.
the same amount of time as bourbon glaze, but
Okay, I guess so. I never look at the dry rubs, I guess, so I'm not.
But going back to bourbon glaze, though, I find I didn't really like it the first time I tried it either. But the more you eat it, the better
it
it
grows
gets.
on you?
Yeah,
It does.
So
It
my wife
really
really
does.
likes that one.
So
And it's one of my favorite things there now.
maybe I'll just need to order it a few more times
Yeah.
if we
Or-
ever get to go back.
Right.
John had a great idea.
On location.
Call him and see if we can do an on location show.
I feel like they're not going to allow that.
Probably not.
If they're a slow night, maybe.
We'll have to deal with.
Do they ever have
drunk
slow
people, dude.
nights on all you can eat wing night though?
I've been there when it's not as busy on a Monday. You just got to pick like a random Monday where not much is going
That'd be
on.
awesome.
Any
I'd just be
Monday's a
eating
random
in the
Monday.
mic. That would be so obnoxious. I mean, I do that when we game already.
That's true, you do.
Wes, did we get to your?
So I'm trying to think. Mine is just I have mine categorized by locations, like where we go
Yeah.
to eat.
Okay.
It
and then I
differs
choose
everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
my favorite
Okay,
ones for each
so
location.
B Dubs.
B Dubs. Oh, the Asian Zing.
Okay,
Mm.
That's
Hillcrest.
my favorite. Hillcrest, bourbon glaze,
Yeah.
and then for like Woody's, the sweet chili.
Ah, yeah.
You know, I've
that's
never
good.
had Woody's wings.
They got the best sweet chili, and
Mhm.
one that's not common. I've seen other places, honey mustard. Is
It's
that
actually-
common?
it
I
wasn't-
liked it. I like it.
It's
at
not
Woolies.
the most common, but it's not like
I've heard of
super
the
rare
flavor,
either.
yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty good. If we're going with those three, Hillcrest is definitely the traditional buffalo. It's fantastic there. Their house buffalo sauce is
It's
really,
so
really
good, dude. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget that the hottest one they have. The guy was like so proud. He's like, "This is the worst sauce you'll ever have." And
The Black Mamba
no, the Helen Keller.
at Hillcrest.
Yeah, it's not on their menu.
Okay.
He doesn't put it on there because he doesn't want people to get mad about the name. But he says that it's so hot.
Flaunt it.
He says it is so hot that it takes away all your senses. And so he
Ah.
calls it the Helen Keller. And so he makes it with, I think it's just pure ghost pepper, like puree is what he puts in there. And I don't know, when I tried it, it was hot. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely wasn't as hot as this guy was flaunting. So I'm like, if they have a challenge for it where it's like you have to eat this many in a certain amount of time, I could kill that thing, man. Like
Well, you don't have taste buds anymore
Yeah,
It's
you've
true.
kind of ruined
after all the
them.
dumb crap you've eaten. So that's
The,
another
uh,
thing. But we'll get into that.
Are you
that in a
writing
second.
crap Jordan's eaten? Is that what's on the dumb list?
It's true. He's dumb.
What was the rest of your list?
Oh,
So far,
I said
Jordan
Hillcrest,
times
right?
2
Yep.
and Dan trying to be dumb.
thank you. What was the next one? B-dubs?
Yeah.
Actually, B-dubs, I throw it to the Buffalo Dry Rub. I don't know if you've had that. It's fantastic. Really good flavor. I think that's a lot better than the sauce. The actual sauce there.
See, I'm not a huge fan of dry rub.
See, I'm
Every
the
time I
same.
try it, it's just
I like a little sauce.
yeah. I
It-
don't like it when it feels like you lose the moisture in your mouth. You know, I'm not
That's
a
why
fan
you
of
eat
that.
ranch.
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 Or
with
blue
that is
cheese.
fantastic. But
Or blue cheese.
I just don't
Get
think I've
outta here,
had the
Jordan.
right dry rub.
yeah, you just gotta kind of try them out. They're hit and miss. B-dubs has a salt and vinegar one that's actually really good too. But outside of that,
For a dry rub,
yeah, it's
I'll have to
actually
give that
really
a shot
good.
because I
It's
really like
really
salt and
good.
vinegar
We're,
chips.
we're making Trevor hungry.
I'm really hungry.
I know, right? They also have a lemon pepper one that's pretty good too. But what's the last place we were talking about?
It was Hillcrest and B Dubs were just
Woody's.
And Woody's.
Oh, he
Woody's
loved
was
Woody's.
last night. We go to
The
regular
bourbon
Woody's.
sriracha at Woody's is pretty good.
Ooh, that's also pretty
Bourbon
good.
sriracha. You
Yeah,
know,
you gotta try that one out. Actually, it's pretty decent.
some night we'll have to go to Woody's and get wings. We'll
I'm down.
play on that because
I'm down.
I've never had their wings before, so you know, for me it's not like it.
I mean, they're okay. They got some decent sauces though,
Yeah, I mean it's only 15 minutes away from here. Like that's
and
that's
they're
easy.
surprised. Like for Woody's, you know what Woody's is.
Oh yeah,
They're surprisingly priced well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Really?
true.
Yeah, it's like $8.99 for 12 instead of.
that's not bad. Actually, so on a Wednesday night, if you guys aren't busy, which I don't know during the summer times if you are, at I guess it's not Portside, it's Nautical, right next to Portside, right?
Yeah, been to Nautical.
They have their wing night there where it's like buy one get one or something like that for their wings. So we should definitely go some night just on a Wednesday. Just go get some wings if you want.
I'm down to sometime.
All right.
Wednesdays
See.
probably won't work, but
Yeah, we gotta study.
Is it my turn to get my favorites, or?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Go for it.
So B Dubs Asian Zing with
Okay.
ranch. Need ranch with it.
For the Asian Zing?
Oh yeah, it's a great combination.
It is a great combination.
she'd range for everything.
And
Let's just be
then
real.
Hillcrest. I like their honey sriracha
Ooh, that's a good
with
one, too.
their
It's okay.
ranch.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go with ranch with all three, but I haven't really had Woody's wings, so I'm gonna go Softail wings.
Softail's good. I used to go there all the time when I was in
and
high
they're-
I
school.
found it a little mediocre, but go ahead.
But they have a sauce I haven't seen anywhere else. Honey garlic. It's like a perfect, like it has like the kick of garlic, like not spicy, but like the kick of it. But then the sweetness of the honey works really well, and that is a one I do like with bone in. That honey garlic
Okay.
sauce. So
Okay.
with ranch.
Yeah, I used to go to Softail every Wednesday when I was in high school because I forget what their deals were. It's funny though because my grandpa went there not too long ago, maybe like a month or two ago. He went with somebody, and he's like, "Yeah, I went and got chicken wings." I was like, "Oh yeah, what do you think?" He goes, "Well, it tasted good, but my hands were so damn messy after." He's like just complaining. He's like, "I hated how saucy my hands got." Like I was like, you know,
Sounds like
That's
a
why you
person
go
with
saucy
down-
nugs.
Yeah.
But I agree with Trevor though. The honey barbecue, if you ever get that, that is better boneless, slathered in ranch.
I would agree. I don't know. I've just had like barbecue's just barbecue for
See,
me.
yeah, I can't.
I've
Even, I
been-
don't even get it anymore.
I'm
I'm
over
sick
that
of it,
now.
yeah.
I can't.
you grew up.
Yes, it's
I-
just kind of boring.
I get it
really
if it's like
enjoy
like say Liz and I split a large at B Dubs and you get 4 choices of sauce. We'll get one of them as honey barbecue just to kind of
Yeah, I mean,
Throw
it's
it
a
on
good
bad.
flavor. It's a really
It's
good
not bad.
flavor.
Yeah, I think That's like as a kid, I only had honey barbecue wings.
Right. I
I never
understand
had
that.
buffalo. I never had anything else.
Yeah.
So now that I'm like, I
Now
see
that you've seen
other
the light,
sauces,
You've
I'm
seen
like,
the light.
there's more to life than honey barbecue wings.
Yeah, I've ventured on into the levels of heat,
Yeah.
but that's I guess the last part of my question was: is there a certain? I know yours isn't, Jordan, but is there a certain level of heat where you just like cut it off and you need flavor still, or do you just love the hot stuff?
Okay, no, actually, there is a point for that with me. There
Was
is.
it nowhere because
No,
you're
like
dumb?
so the
lava?
lava.
It's got a good flavor.
No, so
Once I'm getting straight magma, I'm
Putting,
gonna stop.
putting red coals in your mouth.
no, so like I said earlier with the Carolina Reaper wings from B-Dubs, like I will never order those willingly, and just because I want to enjoy it, right? And I don't know if it's like some weird, every time I get flashbacks to me laying on the floor of my shower, like in tears, just wishing, having the thought in my mind, if this kills me, thank God, because this pain is over. Because it felt like someone took a welding torch full blast in my stomach after there was 2 Carolina Reapers in those cupcakes,
Wait.
man. Like they were hot.
We circled back to Trevor's topic. Jordan, look at the
On
menu
those
like,
muffins?
that's dumb. I want to do it, but that's dumb.
Full circle. So no, like that. I think that's definitely up there on that list of like if for a challenge would maybe consider it, but I'm not gonna go order it willingly and be like, you know
Sure.
what, I want to enjoy this.
Like there's a careful ratio, I think, between heat and flavor. And if one like, I guess if heat kind of bumps that away, no.
See, like when I go to B-Dubs or something, I will gladly get mango habanero because that's not hot to me. That just tastes really good. Has a really good flavor.
Yeah.
And that's probably though at the top of, because I mean the Blazin', now that they switched it to the Carolina Reaper, no, that's too hot for just me to want to enjoy it. I'll do it
A lot
if
of those-
you guys do. Like if everyone's like, hey, we'll have
Yeah.
one
Of
whoever.
course.
Well, because we did that one time after a Skillet concert where we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and we got. See, I didn't have to do it because I had a $20 gift card. There was 4 of us there, and I had a $20 gift card. I was like, okay, so I'll throw down the $20 for the gift card. I go, then you 3 can split the rest, but whoever goes the longest without. Or whoever has to drink something first after one Blazin' is what it was. If you drink something first, you pay for the rest of it, or you guys can decide to quit at the same time. And that was fun. I
For
ate
you,
one. I did eat one though. I just wasn't part of
I
the
wasn't there,
contest.
but that sounds terrible.
I'd just rather enjoy wings.
Yeah,
Same.
see, that's like the flavor is what got me into hot wings because I'm like,
Right.
they're good, but they're hot, and then I built up my tolerance, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, I like it. So I'm not gonna
good
have,
stuff.
I'm not gonna have just heat for heat though.
Oh, I say I got toes of Satan down there. I got 3 of them. It's a 9 million Scoville unit sucker.
Nah,
Just add another dumb spot for Jordan.
Wait, I'm dumb for having those.
just tally
Yeah.
behind.
Someone
it.
sent them to me. I didn't
For
buy it.
offering them to Trevor.
I thought
Right?
Trevor
I
might
would
want a piece of
die.
candy.
I would die.
It was a piece of candy, sir. Daniel.
But if we're talking like heat where we don't go, a lot of times I avoid buffalo. Like I'm definitely way below Jordan's heat tolerance, but also buffalo in
Far
general.
and below.
But
Far,
I'm
far,
also just
far.
not a big fan of buffalo sauce. So obviously for there, like you're getting heat, but not good flavor, for my opinion. So I typically don't go to buffalo sauce necessarily.
See, I love the flavor. It's so good.
I mean, if it's a good buffalo, it's
It
good.
depends.
But
It
you can
depends,
get
too.
pretty generic with buffalo pretty quick.
A lot of
Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah.
ones are generic, and it's just no.
Just get Frank's Red Hot. Be like, yep, this is our buffalo. What'd you do? Nothing.
Like super vinegar based ones.
Yeah,
you
it-
know?
Well, that'd just be the honey barbecue thing again. You just
Right.
get
Yeah.
sick of it.
Yeah, I mean, once you've had one of like the generic, you've had them all for sure.
I mean, yeah, I love heat. Actually, I like to go pretty hot. It's just the flavors usually go really bad once the hotter you get. That's what I
Yeah,
discovered.
yeah.
So I don't know.
They're
If you
not
didn't-
real.
So the shirt Dan was showing is the drones
Oh,
of
yep.
North America, and it has like pigeon city surveillance, vulture, public sanitation. Like it's the
Yeah.
birds aren't real.
Card carrying member.
That focused way too well.
Member of the
That
movement.
focused way too well. I got that aperture
movement.
nice and wide on there, so I guess that was way too good.
You want to join something of import? Talk to me.
You want to do something?
I'm also
with
a
your-
member of that place.
You want to do
so-
something useful with your life?
You can talk to me about my drone shirt. I have a card.
Raise awareness. They're not real.
I hit one today on my way home.
You
Nice.
took out a drone?
Take
I
one
was
of those drones out.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been at the end of its lifespan. Like, they only built for how many years?
It was a
I don't know.
kamikaze attack drone.
Do you?
Might have been, yeah.
This bomb just didn't go off. Just the thing goes down.
They heard me talking about it. I was watching it in the car.
I mean, I got a couple shotguns. We can go out bird shooting someday if you want.
Yeah.
We can
Just
take out
get
some
an
drones.
EMP.
Just get an
true.
EMP. That sounds
Drone
like the worst.
shooting.
Oh, okay, that's one of the worst ideas you've ever had.
No.
Speaking of things that you could do but shouldn't,
no, he has the same
a whole
idea
city.
that I had.
Yeah, just EMP.
Remember who was on the
He
island?
just wants to smell that drone-free air, man.
Yeah.
Drone-free air. Tim, are you okay?
What kind of sticky notes are these?
I don't know. I bought them at Walmart.
Those are normal sticky notes.
Sticky
actually.
ones.
Sticky. They're
Yeah.
orange
I don't
ones.
know. Why don't you study them and take some notes? And that way maybe they'll stick.
Shut up. Let's move on to the next topic then, shall we? Are you guys
Yeah.
done talking about wings?